In this video, I want to talk to you about one of the key strategies that can help you overcome and prevent burnout, and that's to reprioritize and eliminate what just isn't that important. I'm Dr. David Geier, orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist. I help people feel and perform their best regardless of age, injuries, and job burnout. One of the challenges with job burnout is just how much we're working, how hard we're working, and that we're always connected to our work through texts and emails and social media and all of these different things that we never get to turn off and relax. And yes, I've talked in other videos about restoring our energy and taking better care of ourselves with exercise and sleeping better and eating better, mindfulness, all of that's great. But at the end of the day, we need to make some changes at our jobs if we're gonna basically stay there longer, many years hopefully, but also actually enjoy our jobs again. And I think a lot of that comes down to figuring out what's most important to your job, what's most important to you, and getting rid of everything else. And this is going to be different for every person. We don't all have the same types of jobs. Something that I might get rid of because it doesn't affect my ability to treat patients and make a difference for them may be very different than what affects you and what impacts or doesn't impact your job. And everything that I'm going to suggest, I'll say, keep in mind, if you're going to cut certain things out, do it in a way that you don't want to jeopardize your job because of it. If I tell you, hey, maybe you should eliminate this, but that's a key part of your job and you'd get fired if you did what I suggest, then obviously rethink that. But one of the things that I think is true for everybody, and this has been really helpful for me, is when at all possible, try to turn down meeting requests. The vast majority of meeting requests don't need our input, they don't really get much accomplished, and they occur at times of the day when are really your peak working hours, where you're gonna get important work done. And it's a trade-off. You can't be getting that important work done during the meeting. So turn down meetings unless you're critically needed. Try to do it in days or times when you wouldn't be doing your key work. So maybe there's certain days that you're gonna get your focused deep work done. You don't ever have meetings those days. Or maybe you say, hey, we can do that, but we need to have the meeting late at the day when your brain is sort of turned off a little bit anyway. And you save those early morning times to focus on your key work. So that may be something you try. Another thing I'd say is don't email all day long. We check email many times a day. You send an email and then you get it right back from a coworker and it turns into this back and forth throughout the day. And you're constantly checking email. Plus a lot of that is inter-office. Get up, walk to them and that person and talk to them. And a lot of times you'll save the back and forth because you'll hash out whatever the work issue is right then and there. But here's an easy strategy. Check email only once a day. Unless you work in a customer service job, you might have to do it more often. But only once a day, and preferably at the end of the day so that you don't get a ton of emails back and you end up in that back and forth. But really discipline yourself to never open your email. Don't even log on to it. Only do that once a day. And the last thing I would suggest is to stop engaging in office chatter or gossip. Spending hours during the day talking about the latest TV show that everybody's watching, or the sporting event that was on TV last night, or what's the latest trade gossip in whatever your sport is, or office chatter, rumors of romances, or anything else. Just stop all that. People waste so much time. We spend a lot of time at the offices, but we're not spending a lot of time doing deep, focused work at the offices. And getting out of that office chatter or gossip can save you a ton of time. Now, with your specific job, there may be other things that you can eliminate. In my world, it's eliminating meetings, but it's cutting out paperwork and depositions and all sorts of other stuff that just doesn't help my ability to treat patients. That's going to be different for you, but you have to figure out what just doesn't matter and find ways to get rid of it. And with all the time that you're going to save eliminating the things that just don't move the needle in your job, you have to use that time, find that time to spend it on things you are passionate about. And that helps overcome and prevent burnout. And we're going to talk about that in an upcoming video. If you like this video, want more information on job burnout and how to overcome and prevent it, click the video below. And I look forward to seeing you next time.